welcome Tim Kraft, everybody. Let's hear it. All right, please, not too loud, everybody. Settle down. We don't want to have too much fun. It's great to be here. You guys are very nice. Been around the city today, getting a donaire, so it was super nice. They asked my last name for the order. I told them it's Kraft. They're like, how do you spell that? It's Kraft with a K. People here are so nice. They're like, oh, Kraft. Like Kraft dinner? I'm like, yup, it's me. The man who made the food that only tastes good if you're going through divorce. Enjoy this Kraft dinner with your kids every other weekend. People are here, they're so nice. I eat a donaire, and you drink as much as I drink on a weekend. You shouldn't eat a donaire. They don't put that in the fine print. Donaire, don't go near when you drink as much as this guy. You guys like drinking? You guys like that? We're at a brewery. I figured that's probably the number one thing to fucking do. You guys, how long have you known each other for?
5 years.
5 years? You drink together and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. It sounds like they drank together and slept together once. I don't want to make it awkward. There's only 8 of you. I can't afford to lose one. That'd be horrible. Yeah, the acts were really funny until the headliner came on and alienated us. Yeah, it would have been a really great show. I think he had too much donaire before, though. And now we can't forget his last name because it's plagued with mediocrity. You guys, what's your favorite drink? What's your go-to?
G&T.
Yeah.
G&T? I like that. I like G&T, I like beer, whiskey. Like all of my kids equally. That's kind of how I look at it. I think whiskey's my favorite drink, but they actually say with whiskey you have to be careful because it can make some people really aggressive. And that's not me. I'm like the nicest person I know. Because you asked me, right? But I could kind of see what they mean. Because the other night I had about 7 or 12 glasses of whiskey. Eventually I just found myself upset and screaming. I was like, turn your high beams down! I'm trying to drive. You guys like drinking and driving? Yeah, the comedian was great. Someone should take his keys though. Officer, what was his name? Oh, that guy who's plagued with mediocrity. Like your painting, that's cool. Just had to share that, you know. It's important. There's a cool one up there too. Chickens, plain stuff. Oh yeah. From a small town originally. I'm from a very small town. I've noticed differences living in a small town compared to a city. Huge differences, right? It's not the people. It's not all the cool, vibrant, cultural things you get to do. It's the pigeons. Pigeons are different in a small town compared to a city. Because in the small town where I'm from, the pigeons do regular bird shit, like fly and eat at the chip stands. The pigeons in the city, they don't even fly, they just smoke cigarettes. Just the way in here, out that fucking bullshit toll bridge, I saw a pigeon with a neck tattoo that said, only Big Bird can judge me. What's up with that bridge? Why do you guys do that to yourselves? I don't understand. We're driving, they're like, that'll be $1.25. I'm like, isn't this public property? Didn't you build it for us? Like, you gotta fucking bribe them with some donaire. $1.25 and you don't take debit or credit. They just want you to have change on you all the time. You guys gotta carry like separate wallets just for the bridge toll. It's literally like a fucking troll on a bridge, right? Like, you know that old thing, like you cross the bridge, the troll comes out from underneath, but instead they just get them from overseas to stay on top. And they're like, $1.25 please, and you're like, wait, why am I paying you? This is not what I was expecting when I came to the East Coast. Good thing it's on a bridge, because if I ever decided I don't want to pay it, I can just take a sharp right. How was the comedian? Good, I think he killed himself after the show. Why, did it go bad? No, it was fine. He's just really upset at the toll bridge. You guys have a lot of French people here, is that a thing? No, congratulations. I don't know how you feel about them. I live in a French community. I'm dating a French woman, so I get to talk shit about them, right? I think that's how it works. If you love them, you get to also point out that just forget your language by now. It's fine. We don't need to fucking... Like, if you go to KFC anywhere else, it's fine. And then when you get to Quebec, they're like, actually, it's PFK. Like, all right. That's your staple? Might as well fucking call yourselves Kraft Dinner. That's actually my new comedy name. I'm Kraft. Just charging me $2.50 at the toll bridge now because I got two different identities. It's weird. I think the first person who spoke English to me in Montreal, it was a cop on a horse. I thought I was an equestrian, so I was going to walk up and I was going to pet the horse. The officer yells out, "This isn't a movie!" It's like, whoa, take it easy, officer. I can escape this police chase with a bag of apples. Why are you a cop on a horse? It's not a good thing. Everybody else gets keys to a Dodge and they just give you boots with a spur that fuck up dogs for coal set. Because, like, you don't see Navy SEALs putting their best soldiers in rowboats. It's just not how things work. No, they give them weapons, they give them ships and dignity. These cops on a horse, they have to write into the station with a pen and quill. Just so weird. They're out there still looking for Jack the Ripper. A cop on a horse, you can't give me a ticket. Don't count. Cop on a horse just fucking doing a little bit of jumping over the toll bridge. Oh, this cop's going AWOL. He's jumping over the $1.25 toll bridge. So they have horse cops here. I'm sure they just fill them up on Donair. I grew up in that small town and I lived in Montreal for about 5 years now. And when you live in a small town, you would know, because you're from Maine, a small town, it's just definitely real. You get to know everybody in that small town. It's just how it works. You got a population of 5,000. Well, everybody you went to high school, you know, and that's all of their parents and then their grandparents, 5,000 people. I got to know somebody when I was there in high school. His name was Ralph, and you know when you graduate high school, some people accelerate, they get beyond you, some people, they don't do much. I'm in the middle. Nothing's real. It doesn't matter. I don't care that Dale's more successful than me. Nothing's real, right? But I knew this one guy, Ralph, who, right out of high school, he became homeless. In a town of 5,000, like, you can't do that. There's not enough place. Like, what, are you gonna go sleep on Dale's lawn? You're not allowed to be homeless here. How about my grandma just gives you some soup and then you can crash on the couch, dude? So I knew Ralph for years. He used to come into this small town restaurant that I was a server at. And he'd come in and I'd help him out all the time. I'd give him water, I'd buy him meals, and we'd shoot the shit. Over time, when I moved, I hadn't seen Ralph for about 5 years. So I've been thinking about Ralph so much, too much. And it's weird because, like, when you think about someone and then they show up in your life all of a sudden, you're like, wow, am I fucking clairvoyant? Because I saw Ralph like 2 weeks before coming on this trip. I was in the train station in Montreal and I see Ralph and we get excited. So we run across carts to like meet up and talk. And I'm like, oh my God, Ralph, what's up? How are you? It's like, good, I live here now. It's like, wow, Ralph, that's amazing, coming from where you were in life as a homeless person to now living in Montreal. He's like, well, I still live on the streets. Like, oh, okay. That's all right. He's like, how are you, Tim? I'm like, I'm good, I live here now too. And Ralph gets super excited, and without any insincerity, he looks at me and he goes, oh, I guess it's true what they say. Good minds think alike. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone who's insulting you without even realizing that they're insulting you? Because isn't that us, Ralph, just a couple of geniuses? One living under a roof, the other in one of the coldest provinces in Canada. Also, what do you mean good minds think alike? It's supposed to be great. Am I not even good enough to be great to you, Ralph? I'm just like a fucking minced donaire to Ralph. It's weird, you know, but Ralph's okay now. He's got a girlfriend, I think. Which is weird because some of my single friends have homes. So I'm pretty sure that's a better prerequisite. If you're handing out resumes, it goes guys with homes, Ralph, and then horse cops. That's how I rank them. If you're a cop on a horse, you might as well just be Ralph's girlfriend. He'll ride you around too. Get that full. You want to abuse a horse, let Ralph give you a little punishment too. But I've been all over doing this stuff. I usually go out the other way, to way worse places. The East Coast is beautiful. I mean, we went to fucking Fredericton. That was a beautiful spot. I like that place. We went to St. John, a beautiful spot. Here they're giving people cancer over there. That's apparently, I think you were telling me about the Irvine. They just give people cancer. It's sort of like the fucking toll bridge here. To be honest, I'm not sure which is worse. I'd rather have a disease than have a fucking bridge I gotta pay every morning with change. I've been to some pretty great places, you know. I've been to Halifax. This is an amazing city. I've been to Sturgeon Falls. Fuck, I've even been to Thunder Bay. You guys know that place? Yeah. I bet you wish you did though. It's a horrible place. Nothing is good there. Everything's fucking shitty, you know, in Thunder Bay. And you know it's bad because it's tourism sector. It's predicated off this thing called the Sleeping Giant. And that's not even in Thunder Bay. It's just something you can kind of look out and see. For those who aren't familiar, the Sleeping Giant is just this large piece of land that over time has eroded. And now it looks like a large sleeping man. Just a testament to how depressing that place is. That even the fucking land needs to go back to bed. Thunder Bay is so depressed that as you drive in there, it says, "Welcome to Thunder Bay. Terry Fox gave up here." Really, what you guys should do is set your fucking bridge to Thunder Bay. They can reinvest into their ecosystem. And then, yeah, it'll be a little better. Well, I try to be proud to be Canadian. You guys give a shit about that? I don't think people do, right? Like, Americans are like nationalists, right? Not like the bad kind. Well, actually, it's probably a 50-50 on that one. It could be both. They could be the bad kind and the not. They're both bad. Let's just. I don't want to get political here, but if you give a shit about anything too much, you're probably in the wrong. Probably how things work. Like, if you're 100% about anything, I love my mother, but like, if she was killing people, I'd be still pulling the cops. And that's kind of the relationship that America has with other countries, right? It's like, we love you, and you're killing everybody, so you can kill for free if it's for the government, but anywhere else you go to jail. Unless you're in, like, I don't know, one of those other places that I think would be too depressing to talk about at the comedy show right now. Yeah, I'm trying to be proud to be Canadian, because we at least, we have some stuff, you know? We got maple syrup. You got that fucking Gord Downey guy, or had. Alright, this is the sad portion of the show. But yeah, tragically hit. They're fucking. So my idea of being proud to be Canadian, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just listen to Gord Downey and eat some pancakes. That's how I do it. Like, maybe if a beaver swims by, I'll fucking look for a house hippo or something too. You guys remember that, the Canadian house hippo? Yeah, it's our heritage. Are you proud? Hey, are you fucking proud? Hey, we got house hippos. No wonder nobody takes us seriously. See Trudeau running around in short shorts. That's amazing. I actually support that one. I want to see Zelensky's thighs next time. And put him on the front line in booty shorts and let me just see him drop that ass for Ukraine. Is that a thing you can say, hey, baby, drop that ass for Ukraine? I want to see you pump that thing for Ukraine. That doesn't sound like me. I don't like doing that. That's not who I am inside. Like in my heart, I'm not pump that ass for Ukraine. You know, I'm willing to try anything at this point. The way things go, I don't think we should just not pump that ass for Ukraine. I mean, look, if somebody just had sex with all these fucking arrogant, mad people, maybe. Maybe they too wouldn't want to do bad things. Imagine I actually was given a speech about something and they're like, Tim, what do you think about the geopolitical problems in other parts of the world? And I'm like, they should pump that ass and sleep with each other. But no, I try to be proud to be Canadian. I do have a point. I'm trying to be proud to be Canadian, but I don't I think the only thing I've ever really done is I used to stand for the national anthem in grade school. Pretty cool, right? I pledged my allegiance with sore legs as a kid. But it always made me feel weird and jealous because at the time when I was in grade school, I went to school with Jehovah's Witnesses. And they didn't have to enter the classroom until 2 minutes after. They had to skip the national anthem. So that made me jealous. But at the same time, at that age, I thought a Jehovah's Witness was somebody who was in the witness protection program. So every morning before class, I'd be like, yo, somebody make me witness some gangster shit just so I can press snooze for 2 more minutes on my alarm. Like there was a shooting on 5th Ave, and I got a call like, yo, Tim, it's finally happening. Let's go get Jehovah's Witness. Like some sort of bizarre YTV game show. I don't know, I think about it, I do my taxes and shit. That's another way I try to be proud to be Canadian. I give 60% of everything to Justin Trudeau. Be proud of your country, hand it over. That's how you know you're in a good place, right? Is if the government takes half your shit and you're still living. I mean, it's a relative scale. They could take half your shit and you could not be living, right? I think that's how it works.